What exactly is this game? I don't know. And for some reason, my graphics card hates it. Oh, we got the priest's trust. Excellent.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
So does that mean he'll tell us? Is this what I do when I get drunk? Run among your neighbor's sheep. Yes, yes, exactly. It's a shame I don't drink anymore. Well, it's not a shame for the sheep.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, has he got a sermon? You gotta go work?
Step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something.
He has to go back, right?
What have I forgotten? Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can.
I love a good mass.
You can do the sermon for me.
What?
Oh, no.
So, first, I investigate a murder no one wants investigated.
Imagine if Henry dreamed about the girl,
then I
but she
drunkenly
was
keep
actually
the whole
the
town
priest.
up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
The
I'm
only
not.
thing you missed,
It's a
Slumbering
perfect
Confusion,
plan.
is we
Wallace! Oh!
rang
How
a bell
about this? If you help me with it,
in the middle of the night.
I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Deal. Deal. Let's do it. I'm gonna preach. All right, but I can't guarantee the result.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the
He's the
tavern.
god of
and
alcoholics.
that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
My good lord. Have we got a buff that says that we're hungover? Drunkenness. We might have overdone it last night. Slightly. Oh, wait. Are we not wearing clothes? Oh, good lord. Why are our clothes off? So close. Reputation lost? What? I just walked into church. Mass doesn't like me.
I thought he'd never show up.
In shabby clothes, yeah.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast.
Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'd throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Isn't it wine?
Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University.
Oh no. This is where it's going to ask us about
Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious.
Oh God. I don't remember. I don't remember. This is brilliant. This is so good. Begin the sermon confidently. Start a lengthy sermon. Start a modest sermon. Confidence.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Oh God. God stands. This is a priest.
One should not believe in the church, because the church is not God. God is above all things, and the church is but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
Oh, good Lord. Continue harshly, continue wordily.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague,
how's it going?
enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods, and other catastrophes. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Talk about the sin of fornication. Fornication.
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines? Even though only marital intercourse...
I remember that bit. They
for
were
the
talking
purpose
about
of
debauchery.
procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan? And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes.
Uh-oh.
Nothing we don't know about already.
Uh-oh. Continue wordily.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
I am
We're
starting a
fortunate
revolution,
to have our
yeah.
good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Criticize the botched priests, including Godwin. Criticize the prelates, but stand up for Godwin.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the
I should have gone for
poverty
the
of their
quote
flock,
at the end, right?
who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague.
Did we get it? Did we succeed? That seemed like it went well. Hey, maybe I should have been a priest.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Right, I'm gonna give up this life of gambling. I'm gonna be a priest. I did go surprisingly well.
Well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin,
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubos tell you?
Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through.
For you,
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first, they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out.
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubos kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pious. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent
We
priest.
would make an excellent priest. I should be a priest.
Anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
What a cool guy. That did go surprisingly well. I'm happy with that. It was good. Good quest as well. That was really enjoyable. Okay. Track down Riki. He said he was in Ledechko. Oh. Yeah, I can. Come on. Oh, good lord. The priest is exemplar. Yeah, it was a pretty good character, yeah. Amazing character, okay. Don't know. Do we see him? No, actually, don't answer that. I'm looking for a dice table again. God damn it. Had to be the funniest out of all your streams so far. It was pretty good. I think it's because we've done some main questing. The main quest seems pretty good. Although I do need to sleep off this stuff, and I need to rest. How far can we go, do we think? We go to Talmberg. And take a bit of a nap. Hopefully we won't run into any bandits. Not whilst we're hungover. Okay. That went well. Maybe I should play some dice because my luck seems to be swinging to the positive. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. The north of the UK. If that makes any difference. We need... Are we not near lodgings? We are near lodgings. You're from Hungary? Well, hello all the way from the UK. How is Hungary? Oops. I need that bridge, don't I? I remember this place. Oh. Good evening, Tadema. How are you? Don't drink and ride. That's a good point. Wait, do we not have a... We have a bed in here that we can use, don't we? Yeah. Okay. How far am I into the game by now? Well, I've spent most of my time doing side stuff and gambling, which hasn't turned out very well for me, but we just started doing the main quest. But in terms of gameplay, we've done like 30 odd hours, something like that. 30-ish, I don't know. I think it's in the 30 range. I'm basically playing Witcher 3, yeah, exactly. It's very similar. It's just Witcher 3, but a realistic version of it. As in, no magic. There's a quest giver. We'll need a torch. We've made that mistake before. If you don't have a torch in the middle of town, they will literally ambush you. Well, not ambush, but they'll get you. Is it this guy? Stable master? Could rob him. Uh-oh. Oh. Is Gwent in the game? They don't have Gwent, but they have a game of dice where you can how much is our nourishment? 53. You can gamble, play dice, and you can also get like weighted dice. It's not as intricate as Gwent, but it is almost as fun. It's a bit more simple than Gwent. We don't need that anymore. We can go this way. There we go. I wasn't really much of a fan of Gwent. Gwent was, I don't know, it was too much for me. Can I show you? I would love to, Thomas Cole. What I need to find is a dice game. I'll stop by the next tavern. But I'm not very good at it. I've lost 400 and something odd groschen so far. But it's random. It's based on luck, essentially. Like I say, it's a very simple luck-based game, as opposed to Gwent, which was very strategical. You enjoyed hunting the animals. It is very realistic, isn't it? Well, from what I imagine, anyway. Is there dice? Yes. So I need to wait here. I enjoyed that quest where you have to hunt with someone. It was quite, I don't know, stressful in a way. Trying to get all the bunny meat. So I have to wait for someone to sit down here. And when you played The Witcher, which ending did I get first? I got the worst ending. I haven't played The Witcher DLCs. I've still got those to go through, but when I finished Witcher 3, I got the worst one without spoiling it for anybody. Rabbits are very hard to hit. I stick to boar and deer. I tried to hit a deer, but the deers ran away too fast for me. I'm not playing that guy. I'll play this guy.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Care to try your hand at dice?